What's going on, guys? Midwest Tokusatsu here, and today we are taking a look at the Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Red Ranger from Wave 3. Now, I was able to pick this up for 20 bucks regular price at a recent convention before, this whole pandemic started. So, without further ado, let's not talk about that. Let's just get into the review. So, as always, we'll look at the box art first. It's a nice image of MMPR Red right there. Continues on the side. On the back, you got a full shot of the figure in a decent pose. More art on the side there. And that's it for that. So without further ado, let's get this bad boy open. So coming out of box, I think I have one big discrepancy with this figure, which I think I'll get to right now. And I think you all kind of already know, but it's the helmet here. Looks a bit off. Like, I'm not sure if it's the shape or if it's like missing that bit of paint right there in front of the visor or whatnot, but like, I don't know, like something about this just looks really kind of off. But for the most part, I think they pretty much nailed this figure like they have the other ones in the past. Because you see here with all of his accessories. Well, first we'll look at the Jason head. Like, the Jason head actually looks really good. Like, probably like the best one that they've done so far. Other than, Kruger or... See, what else have they gotten right? Even maybe Tommy's, too? But yeah, like, this looks just like Austin St. John. But, I mean, it's MMPR Red. I mean, they kind of have an incentive, like, not to mess that up. Well, I mean... They kind of did the helmet, but I mean, like, ASJ himself looks spot on. And also on top of that, he comes with his power sword, because why wouldn't he? His blade blaster, the effects piece, and an extra pair of closed fist hands. Now, as I've said, the figure itself is decent. Because, like, all of the detail that needs to be there is there. It's like my go-to line now. We can get a shot here of the Morpher. Morpher looks good for the most part. I could even kind of make out the Tyrannosaurus power coin inside there. And then looking at articulation, I mean, he has what you would expect. Elbow joint, shoulder joint. This is still kind of stiff because it's like right out of the box, so it's going to take some moving. Well, that one moves. See, there doesn't seem to be a butterfly joint. Oh, actually, I think there is. It's just a lot more stiff than Kimberly's was. Let's see, bicep swivel. Bit of a turn there. Leg joint. Leg swivel. Knee joint, boot cuff swivel, ankle joints, and I think we did the head too. So let's get him into some poses now. So we'll start off by putting his blade blaster in his holster right here, and then we'll see how easy his power sword goes in his hand. Okay, simple enough. See, do these butterfly joints work? Okay, decently enough. You can have him hold it with both hands there. Now let's try the blade blaster. There we are. Got him in a bit of a Bond style pose there. Now the effects piece is simple enough. You just take it and slip it through the sword, or slip the sword through it. Just get it back in there. And there you go. So here he is with his extra pair of hands, and to be honest, they don't really do much here for me because unlike past figures, say like the Magnet Defender with his blaster or even Psycho Red with that lightning coming out of his hands, these really just don't serve much of a purpose other than just maybe a punching pose. Like, it's fine for what it is. Like, it needed to come with something, I guess. But you're better off just with the first pair. Like, they just do what they need to do. And here he is with the civilian head, which almost looks better on him than the actual helmet does. But let's just get a quick close-up there. Looks good. So when it comes down to it, Mighty Morphin Red here turns out to be a pretty okay Lightning Collection figure at best. Like, it's far from their worst work, but that helmet might be a deal breaker for some of you out there. Like, it's not for me because I really don't have that many Mighty Morphin Red figures in the first place, but I gotta start somewhere, right? But aside from that, like, the weapons are spot on. Like, the detail on the power sword looks good. The details on the suit itself look fine. Blade Blaster checks out. And they also nailed ASJ's face spot on with this. Like, that's definitely one thumbs up for this one. So as always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to like me at Midwest Tokusatsu on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. We are also on Patreon. And this is your captain, signing out.